Alright, so I'm trying to figure out who the hell is the real Shawn James. This was one of the early contemporaries of the Black manosphere, especially for those under the EL moniker, a comic book head, a movie critic, a publisher, an author. And I'm kind of frustrated on where the hell this kid or this dude position in is with the manosphere, with the issues in the black community, with black men. And I'm going to dissect a couple of videos that I find strange, weird, and don't make any kind of chronological sense. Now, a couple months ago, I want to say this was like 6 months ago, Shawn James made a video on why he was chronically single. And he talked about how he refused to date because when he was in the fifth grade, the girls that he went to school with, black girls, were ran through. So he never had an issue. He never had any ambition to date. Supposedly, he talked about how he took a few women out and it didn't really spark to anything. I don't even believe half that shit. But now all of a sudden he has became a simp, baiting for attention from women. I think he's really baiting. This is pretty much a first because I don't even see women sharing his shit. I never even seen a black woman admire his shit. I've never even seen a black woman invite him to a panel. Like, they're not doing anything for you. But I guess this is the first time I'm seeing a simp for simps. So let's talk about this bullshit here. So black men's dysfunction with their mama is why they can't have one with a woman, which is completely false. Most black men have good relationships with. I won't even say that. But the thing is, I would say it's fairly decent. I wouldn't say they have the best. I would say it's decent. Because in the surface level, black men really do love their mothers. When we win awards, when we do something great, we're the main ones thanking our mothers, whether she was instrumental or not. The issue is that when black men be more serious and be more candid with their responses to how their black mothers treat them, they'll be honest. If black men really had a space to where they can have somewhere to go, they would talk about, hey ma, like why the fuck couldn't dad come around? Why was daddy telling me all this stuff about you when I was 20? How come you lied to me about XYZ? How come you didn't tell me Tremaine wasn't my cousin? There's a lot of shit that black women are hiding away from their sons. But the thing is that truth be told, despite the fuckery of what black mothers are doing to their sons, black men still have a heart and really will forgive them for even if their own mothers wanted to terminate them. So I'm trying to figure out where the hell does this dude comes from to where he's just thinking that this is some type of mommy hate. I've never really, and even as backwards as the black community is, you ain't gonna last long disrespecting your mama. You ain't gonna last long. I don't know what hood you came from. I don't know what community you came from, what neighborhood, what set, what block you came from. Ain't no way a dude, a nigga in the community, despite how dysfunctional it is going to be comfortable, being comfortable disrespecting his mom. So I ain't even really trying to hear that shit. Okay, why? Okay, I don't know why he's speaking. Oh, here we go. The case is that they weren't raised to be wives. That's it. You're not raised. We just watch the Monique special, and she talked about how she was raised, and it's not like she looked, you know, I wouldn't even say attractive, but I say she's not. You have to think that this was her childhood. This bitch was like probably already fat by the time she was like 12. So imagine the stereotypical overweight woman who is mean, aggressive, and lacks femininity. What the hell you expect black men to do with that shit? I'm just curious.
Why most black men have such a hard time having relationships with black women is because the first relationship they have with
Now he's gonna use the same old black female talking points. It's because your mama. It's because you hate your mama. It's because you hate your mama. And it's like this has been debunked.
a woman in many cases is dysfunctional.
The thing is that you're gonna have to learn how to date. People are gonna have to give you chances to date. Okay. This whole Oedipus complex of black men having to learn how to date their mothers is fucking crazy. You don't date your mothers. You date your peers. So this female talking point that James is, I wish I could just slap him in the face because I don't even know why you're even using these weak ass talking points.
Now, a good chunk of black men are raised by black female single mothers, and it's that relationship that lays the foundation for them.
Now, let's go back in the day, 6 to 7 years ago. Let's see what Shawn James thought about single mothers. Why real men should avoid single mothers. Let's talk about it.
Back in 2012, I wrote a blog called Why Real Men Avoid Single Mothers. And in this blog, I detailed many of the reasons why men should avoid single mothers whenever they're looking for someone to date or to pursue a relationship with. And my reasons for writing that blog were not out of...
This is the shortest amount of hair he probably chopped off. And that's the cleanest cut he ever had. Bro, nigga, you need to do something with your hair, man. Don't act like you don't know why you've been chronically single. That haircut of yours, man, is ridiculous, man. That Kid and Play bullshit is over with.
And they were not out of anger. They come from my personal experiences growing up in a single mother household here in the South Bronx. They come...
Say what?
Following a paradigm of dysfunction.
Is Shawn James debunking himself on why he's also chronically single? Is because he was raised by a single mother? Where do we go? Where do we start?
Living around single mothers here in the South Bronx, and they come from interacting with single mothers here in the South Bronx and other areas. So I approached this subject from a very balanced and objective perspective, not from a biased one, because I understand what issues regard this subject, and I understand why men need to avoid single mothers, because any man who's out here looking to build anything, you cannot build anything. With a single mother. This is something I've seen from personal experience. There is no way for you to build anything, and the reasons are very simple, because when you have a relationship with someone, you're looking for someone who's going to be a helpmeet and a support to you. And a woman who is a single mother cannot help you or support you in any way. In fact, she is the one in desperate need of help and support. And that undermines your authority as a leader and the head of the family. You cannot be the man that you need to be and lead yourself in doing God's work if you're over here trying to be a janitor or a
Okay, Shawn James, if that's the case, why are you defending them now? Like I said before, they're not putting you on your blogs. They're not supporting your page. They ain't buying your stupid books. They're not giving you no donations. They ain't doing shit for you, bro. So why the fuck are you against the black manosphere? Why the fuck you against black MGTOW?
They cannot help meet your needs. They cannot make you a priority in their life. Instead, you're the one who is sitting here trying to clean up somebody else's mess. You're being, a guy in the background of her foreground, and you're not focused on what you want to do in life, or what you want to accomplish, or what you want to achieve. You're helping her take care of her children, be her daycare, and be the bodyguard that protects her from the child's father. And that's not the life you really want to live as a man. As a man myself, this is one of the reasons why I avoided pretty much all the women in the South Bronx for over 25 years, because many of them grew up to become single mothers because they got involved with these dysfunctional.
And this is the same dude who's against passport bros. Same dude against passport bros. I don't know why, but you stuck in the Bronx. You stuck in the hood of the Bronx, bro. And I'm like I said, man, dude. I'm not making fun of you for being chronically single. But my thing is that why are you against the movement, bro? Why are you against the movement? If you want to go monk mode, that's fine. But why are you against the fucking movement? Why are you against the very fan base you created?
In this part of town, they wound up having kids for these guys at an early age. So there was no way they could help me in building something like the SJS Direct publishing imprint, or helping me to, work towards the goals that I wanted to achieve in life, like graduating high school, like going to college, and like trying to find work. There was no way this female could help me. So as a leader and a man who wants to start his own thing and do things, I look at the females in the population. I said, it would be better for me to be by myself than to put myself in a dysfunctional situation with a dysfunctional female who does not want to build a family with me, but wants to just have illegitimate children who grow up to breed more illegitimate children. Now, as a guy who likes to build, I would rather be with a partner who wants to help me build a family and build a household. But if those women aren't available with those types of values and character, I'm going to avoid getting involved with any women in the area. But
this is what you said. But let's also go to this video on why you say you don't have a girlfriend.
Got a technical background, looking to go remote and get paid more, become a software engineer.
There's no reason.
For over 50 years, Walden University has been advancing remote learning to give you more flexibility.
Like the high value man or the passport narrative, many of these black men get upset. And when these black men see the ideology that they have an emotional attachment to challenged, the first thing they want to do is go into ad hominem attacks talking about my relationship status. Now, many of these men get upset because I don't have a girlfriend, but what they don't understand is I have my...
Bro, we're not upset about you not having a girlfriend. Low key, it makes sense. You're in the Bronx. You're an EL. You're overweight. You don't really groom yourself. You fit the stereotype. But again, I'm not even really mad at you for that. You stay out of trouble. You look like you just work and just live a very meek lifestyle. I ain't mad about that, bro. It's just that you betrayed us, man. That's the issue.
Reasons for not having a girlfriend. Now, ever since I was 12 years old, I've had to deal with many of these black males getting upset over the fact that I
said that one don't make any sense. They probably made fun of him, but I think he's really holding back because I think he's trying to get with the Jason Black, Tariq Nasheed crowd a little bit, and he's trying to not make it seem like he has this vitriol against FBAers or B1ers. So he's playing it very coy.
I was only 12 years old when I was in junior high school and I first had to deal with this, and I didn't understand why these men were so upset. I mean, here you have a 12-year-old boy who doesn't even know how things work as related to relationships, and you've got these black and Hispanic males getting upset because I'm out here and I'm just being me. And this is the first thing that I
can relate with you, bro, but you gotta be fair.
It was just very overwhelming at the time. But now that I'm older, I have a better understanding of why these males were so upset over me not having a girlfriend. And they were upset because I represented competition to them, and that competitive jealousy was one of the reasons why these males were so upset. They were afraid that I was going to get the attention of the girls that they wanted, and they wanted to go out here and get the scoop on me so they could get information to use against me. Now, when it comes down to myself, and that's related to relationships, I don't have a girlfriend because I'm basically looking for certain intangibles as related to females' character. And ever since I was 12 years old, the one thing that I look for in a woman is the intangible of respect. And the intangible of respect is very important to me because after I had that brain aneurysm at the age of 7 and kids would talk down to me, the first thing I'm looking for is that intangible of respect. Because I understand that if somebody does not respect you from minute one, there is no way you can build a relationship with a girl who does not respect you. So,
And we get that, bro. But the thing is, your anger ain't towards the women. Your anger is towards the dudes. And I'm guessing that this is you raging your childhood onto the manosphere about how men were picking on you for not having a girlfriend. And like, bro, we all had the same fucking experience.
there's no respect to start from minute one. I have no intention of moving forward with you as related to any sort of engagement. So if I don't see the respect given to me that you would give Pookie or Ray Ray, then I don't want to even bother with you at that point. And I had to deal with a lot of different girls out here who thought that they were being cute and funny by talking down or being condescending, and I just charged them to the game because I could not get that intangible of respect. Without the intangible of respect from minute one, where you show a man that you're going to respect him as a person, there is no moving forward as related to me. This is part of my core values. This is part of my standard. If I don't see respect from minute one, I have no interest in further engaging you. So this is something many black males don't understand, because many black males, they get so caught up in the attention that they're receiving that they don't think critically about how this woman is approaching them or how she's talking to them. So when I was 14 years old, I had many girls looking to talk to me, but the way
That's a fucking lie. Nigga, see, this is where you lose me, bruh. Really? A lot of girls, really? I don't know. You guys tell me in the comment section. Like, really, a lot of girls were talking to this dude? But at the magical age of of 12, he was like, you need to put respect in my goddamn name. Okay, Shawn, relax.
talking to me was something I was going out here and observing, because I would observe
Okay, you just debunked yourself. So because you're saying that they weren't talking to you with respect, but you just said that there was a lot of girls talking to you. Then they weren't talking to you. They were just making fun of you. That's probably why they were giving you all this mouth to you and giving Ray Ray and Pookie the respect that that you wish you had. So there weren't a lot of girls talking to you. They were just teasing you, making fun of you. But again, this is his. I think he has a lot of pent up anger towards maybe other non-select men or just black. I think men in general. There's some issue with this dude.
Child, then I already know that there is no respect, and I already know that I cannot move forward with you to build anything because you're talking to me in the way that you would see a small child, and if you don't see me as a man, we cannot.
I can tell he's lying because the way you're telling the story doesn't make a lot of sense, or it's awkwardly worded because you're talking about yourself as a 12-year-old. Why the fuck is a 12-year-old thinking about building? That word, that slang didn't even come up till like the internet, to like 2012 or some shit. Building, doing XYZ. Like nobody was saying that like in the 80s or 90s, wherever he was in. So I don't understand where a 12-year-old was thinking about building and doing something constructive with his life that early. I'm like, that doesn't. Come on, no 12-year-old thinks that. You just want to watch TV, go outside, talk to a girl, play some ball with your friends, go to the arcades. That makes more sense as a thinking point for a 12-year-old. But building and trying to do all this adult shit, like, bruh, you look high. You look crazy.
Forward. This is something many black males, when I was in high school, did not understand. All they were thinking was, oh, she's looking at him, she's talking to him, but I'm listening to the way you're talking to me, and I'm looking at your body language, I'm looking at your facial expressions, I'm looking.
If all these girls were in his face and they weren't respecting him, dude, they weren't. They're probably making fun of him, and I think he has a hard time accepting that. But the issue is that he wants the anger solely on the men for that, and he doesn't want to charge. I'm not gonna use that word. I hate that fucking word. He's refusing to acknowledge that the women were fucking his life up or making fun of him. And it's like, again, I don't understand why you're shielding these women when, again, they're not doing anything for you.
And how you are approaching me, and if you are approaching me in a way that just shows me that you're just not, you're seeing me in a paternalistic way, then we have no reason to continue moving on. This is something.
Okay, he keeps saying the same shit over and over, but he's not giving examples. What were these women doing? What were these women saying? Okay, you're describing it as if y'all were dating and in a relationship, but you're not giving specifics. See, this is why I know he's lying. Because no girl was in his face. At least not sexually.
That I had to deal with again ever since I was 14 years old. And when you have a girl asking you, do you like girls, that means that she is not taking you seriously. And if she's not going to take me seriously at that point, then I'm going to.
See, okay. I think the reason why he got bullied or he had to deal with a lot of shit. I think a lot of people thought he was gay. I'm not trying to stir that argument of whether or not Shawn is gay or he's that's a female talking point. That's a female shaming tactic that not even I will stoop to. But he's telling on himself, and he's not really being honest, and that's something that I really fucking hate because he's refusing to. It's either the camera is like positioned weirdly, but he knows he's lying.
Because if a girl is interested in you, she's not going to ask you if you like girls. No, she's going to ask you if you want to go get
You don't have to repeat the same shit.
Another reason why I do not want to pursue relationships is due to the
There we go. There we go.
are not related to males. They don't really understand how many of the girls get down because they believe in the Madison Avenue and Hollywood narrative that in order to be a man, you need to go out here and have a girlfriend, and moreover, you need to have sex with that girl in order to be a man. Again, their reasons for relationships are not related to caring for the girl or the woman. No, their reasons for the relationship
I hate how he talks. It's so annoying.
in the man crisis, they are related to getting attention and approval from other men. And as I've grown older, I've come to understand that a relationship is not something you have for other people. No, a relationship is something that you have between you and that woman. That is something that I finally realized that back in about 2017, I was writing Easting with Sands at the time, that
God, I
your relationship is something to get closer to this person. And that's another reason why I don't have a girlfriend, is because I want my relationships to be about that person, and I don't see anybody in my community worth having a relationship with. So when I go out here and I don't see anybody worth having a relationship just yet, so I'm not interested in pursuing relationships. And another reason why I do not want to pursue relationships is due to the dysfunctional behavior of many of these beta males out here, because many of these beta males, they act just like females, and these dudes, they just get so emotionally out of control that I have to really put pause, because
I think he's really afraid of a nigga taking his bitch. That's what it sounds like. Cause now that I put it together, man, it really does sound like this nigga. I think this nigga probably like liked the girl or something, and she was entertaining him just for a little bit, a week or two. And some dude just probably was like, bitched him up, and she probably left with old dude. That's what it sounds like to me. Cause this dude really ain't making any fucking sense. It's like, dude, just nigga, you ain't making no sense. Okay, 1 minute it's about they're not respecting you. They're not seeing you as a man, even though you're 12 years old. Now you're talking about it's you're afraid of dudes, what dudes will do to your girl, and all that dumb shit. You're afraid of what people will think. Dude, I'm not hearing anything. I'm not hearing any action on what you on the pursuit. Because he's making it seem like girls are coming to him, and he's just saying, "Nah, I'm good." Like, dude, please, you ain't him. You ain't him, bro. So you need to learn how to tell a better lie than this shit.
from my own health and safety, because I remember a long time ago, my brother told me that even when I was 6 years old, there was guys who were going to want to fight because a girl liked me. I didn't know that the girl liked me, but this guy got in his feelings and wanted to fight me at 6 years old. And
That nigga really,
I looked at it and I said to myself,
this nigga really held that shit in his heart that long, bro. 6 years old, you have some contempt for that, bro. You really do need to grow the fuck up.
and he would get to the point where he would want to go out there and pull out a firearm and shoot the other man over this girl. Now, understanding that you're not going to get the girl, no, all that man said, you're in
That
prison.
nigga really, what is with this dude?
Emotional that they wind up getting violent.
He's still talking about dudes taking his girl. This nigga really scared about girls taking a dude taking his girl. Like,
Rather leave these women away from the whole relationship situation. And as an outsider looking objectively at the picture, I just see how many of the black males out here, they want to get upset over the fact that I don't have a girlfriend.
dude, no one who is upset, bro. The issue is that you're downing the black manosphere, and we're looking at you like, bro, like you put in no work. That's probably what it is. But But if you don't want to put in no work, that's fine. I don't want to put in no work either. So we're in the same boat. But the thing is, dude, you caping for women who never fucked for you, who never fucked with you, who never fucked you, and don't even want anything to do with you. So we're trying to figure out why you have on a cape for women who don't even do any of this shit for you.
And the single women also having a relationship is important because relationships are important to women, and because relationships are important to women because they get their needs met by men. But a man's full focus should be on his purpose, and he should be looking to do.
See, this is that lame talking life coach bullshit that a lot of these, even these monk mode dudes do this shit. A lot of therapists do this shit, and a lot of these guys who pander to women do this shit to where it's like, well, bro, you should just find something else to do other than trying to date. No, because let's be honest, no woman wants to date with a 30-something-year-old virgin or a dude who's inexperienced and don't know what the fuck he's doing. You have to date. You have to learn how to get experience, whether it's through sex. You have to get experience talking to women. You have to get experience understanding women. You're going to have to date. This bullshit, this whole I'ma just be in the closet. I mean, not like that. I'm just gonna be in the fucking corner reading comic books and drawing all. That's not gonna do anything for your social skills. Because if you want to date, it's not going to just magically happen. Like, oh my God, I want a girlfriend right now. Lord God, give it to me. It's not going to happen like that. So doing this whole bullshit of a man's focus isn't about dating, then what the fuck is it for? What the fuck are you going to do for the rest of your life? What the fuck are you going to do? You need to fuck. You need to have interactions with women. Whether we agree with them or not, we need something. You need some type of motivation. You need some type of comfort. You can't, there's no way a functional man can literally work from 9 to 5 days a week and then tell me I don't need a woman in my life to cool me down, to settle me down, to put my mind at ease. You can't hobby yourself to fucking oblivion hoping that your hobbies will magically get rid of this fucking urge to want to fuck or to want to date. And I understand that not everybody has the options or opportunities to date on their own time. So, bro, why the fuck are you against the movement? Oh God, this nigga really does sound like a woman, man. He really does sound like a 30-something-year-old woman, bro. God, really? This nigga sounds like a woman. Like, really, bro? You sound like Cora off of Meet the Browns. You really do sound like a church woman, right? You really gonna say that, oh, God, with my righteousness and just me thumping a Bible, God is gonna magically give me a woman on his terms, on his time, and I'll be ready and I'm gonna know what to do, bro. You ain't gonna know what to do. Nigga sound like a woman. He's really trying to down other men for sound like women. I'm like, bro, you sound like a complete bitch. Like, for real. And he knows he's crazy because he ain't even looking at the camera. He looking all these ways. His eyes all are fluttered. He's easily distracted. He don't believe half this shit. And if this dude is sad and he's hurt when the cameras ain't on, bro, I'm sorry for you. And we ain't here to make fun of you, but like, bro, this whole shenanigans, this whole game you're playing, you need to cut it out. Cause I don't believe all this shit you're talking about. So he's burnt out. He's burnt out. But he needs be honest, bro. You don't need to do this whole bullshit with God and all this stuff. Just say you're burnt out and you're done dating. But just because you're burnt out and you're stressed out, you can't find no. But that don't mean that you need to down us, bro. I really get annoyed with your clickbaity videos about the manosphere and niggas with mommy issues and shit. And I'm like, dude, this is the same dude who's still collecting the same old action figures. This is, bro, this nigga had the same old action figures in the same spot. And that's from 2 years ago. And I think there's one where it's like 7 years ago and it's the same old toys. Like, bro, you too old for this shit. You too old to be... If you want to collect those things, that's fine. But, bro, put that shit to the side. Get it out of the damn camera. We don't need to see your Walmart toy collection. That don't make no sense. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe this shit really. This nigga probably got bullied. That's a sad thing, but I don't believe that. It's like, who the fuck said some dumb shit like that? Like, oh, I was so stressed into getting with a girl that I had to change school. That don't make no goddamn sense, bro. That don't make no goddamn sense. I understand women stress you out, man. I've been stressed out with women when I was, with college, high school. But, bro, like, that is not an argument to use to say I need to transfer. Somebody was whooping this dude's ass, man. This is the thing I don't get. Like, he keeps talking about niggas are worried about my sex life. Niggas are worried about who I'm with. I get it that it's like if it's teenagers and when you was young and shit, niggas kind of do that shit to make fun of you. I've been through that. I understand it. But like as a grown adult, like who the fuck is watching you that hardly and saying, hey bro, you need a sex life? This is him projecting his own insecurities. See? Blackmail, see? He's one of these little dudes that just have a gripe with us because we hurt him somehow. And what's funny is that he can't even put his anger into the dudes that actually whooped his ass. He's putting his anger to dudes who look like him. Guys who've been in the same boat as him. Guys who've been in the same locker as him. Guys who've been bullied by the same dude. Guys who've been heartbroken by the same girl. That's where his anger is at. Because he's too much of a bitch to put his anger in towards the motherfuckers that was whooping his ass. Same old goofy shit. Is this true for yourself? Because you just told your life story and shit, talking about how they weren't fucking with you, how you had to change schools and all that shit. So, is this the pot calling the kettle black? Is this you? The guy that is the same dude who was also raised by a single mother? Is this you? A dude that had to cry to his own mom to change schools because a girl stressed him out? Is this you? I don't know. black men have been given a godly blessing and curse to where we can literally withhold our anger and our frustrations with our mothers, and even just in general, pretty damn well. Almost scary. And I've gotten so tired of this lame talking point. I'm done with James, because this nigga really want me. I really do feel like grabbing this nigga, by his little nappy headed afro and just like slapping this dude. But he's gonna say, "Oh, that's female energy and all that shit." So I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to approach this. But I'm so tired of this lame talking point of if it's mommy issues, it's mommy issues, it's mommy issues. And I'm like, bro, you're not even talking about what the females that niggas actually want to date. Dudes can literally have bad relationships with their mothers and still date. But you don't even acknowledge this shit. You don't acknowledge the issues in dating in the dating world, because I think I know why. Because you never dated, you never been on a date. You probably never even slept with a woman. You probably never even had a woman at your house. You probably never had any kind of interactions with women, and that's fine. That's fine, whatever. But you need to let go of this locker room, being bullied, this trauma, this PSD that you have against black men. You need to let that shit go, because you don't even know where to put that anger. You putting that shit on the manosphere, and I'm like, these are brothers who look just like you, so I don't even know why you even mad. What's the real issues with black women in dating? They're bossy, not submissive. They acknowledge that they're not submissive. They acknowledge that they're not feminine, and then expect you to do X, Y, and Z to unlock their femininity. That's all you gotta say, bro. That's all you gotta say. Not cooperative. They're ungrateful. They add nothing to the program. They are pookie chasers. They bastard baby mamas and all that shit. That's the inspiration in life. They're chronically single. They expect guys to be 6'2" and over. Acknowledge that. Now acknowledge that. You got all this weird pent up anger, against niggas for no fucking reason, but it was women not giving you no time of day. And this is from your own words, talking about when you was 12 and how women or girls weren't even respecting you. So how do you acknowledge that? Where does that fit in with your men have mommy issues logic? Where does that fit in that? You never even once acknowledge black female fuckery. You barely did. You probably did in the past. But, this new you of trying to pander to B1ers or FBAers and this kind of weird middle. It's like, dude, no one's, I don't even know why you're doing this shit. This is bullshit. If this was the case, why are rappers the most wanted amongst the community? Why are athletes? I'll just start with rappers. And these are dudes coming from fucked up homes. These are actually dudes, if you let them talk long enough, these are dudes who came from abusive households. But they're getting all the women, though. How do you explain that, Shawn? He's just talking out of textbooks. See, this is what this lame nigga. This nigga, I can tell this nigga went to a community college. This nigga just bought random psychology books and just kind of put them together on like abuse. What's the side effects and the symptoms of men abused by their mothers, and this. Dude, you don't even have life experiences. That's the thing about you, and I've always noticed this about you. You have no life experiences. You just critique shit. That's all you do. You just critique shit. You never, in your videos, you never have real life situations. You never brought up XYZ. You never brought up how a girl did this. You never brought up XYZ. The only thing you brought up was you just getting an ass whipping in school by niggas. That's your issue. You have no real life experiences. You probably still in the Bronx. You lived in that. I don't even know if that's it might be a house, but I really don't care. You have no experience. You have no life experiences. You never went through anything. You never done anything. You probably never even left the hood or that little borough you're in. You have no life experiences. You're a depressed, middle-aged, 40-year-old something dude, crying about issues, about how some kid beat you up when you were 6 years old, about how somebody in high school hurt you, how you're afraid of dating because you're afraid of some dude taking your girl. I'm like, bro, this is like shit that literally doesn't even cross my mind when I'm talking to chicks. You know, you really do need some fucking help, man. You really do need some fucking help.